All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to day one of math support. Let me just double check to make sure we are recording, and we are. So, as this is the first day, these YouTube videos will be designed so that you have access to the material even on days where you are not here. If you're not here for the very first day, this is for Monday, August 10th, Tuesday, August 11th, Wednesday, August 12th, and Thursday, August 13th. This is what we will be going over in the Zoom meeting. So here's the normal agenda. Every day, I will be posting the agenda in the Zoom class so you know that what you're doing for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and more importantly, what you're doing in the asynchronous part of the day where we are not meeting. We will only meet for twice a week on the day that we have it and on Friday where we'll meet with the entire gold and period version of your class all together. When you look at the agenda, you can see what we'll be doing during the day, if we have any homework, and the main homework assignments for this week are just sign the syllabus, and I'll show you how you can sign it, and complete lesson 1 of how to learn math. I'll be showing what that is also in a second, but let's just go ahead and start off with, I think, a little bit about myself. So I am a new teacher here. My name is Mr. Ali. I am a UCSC or University of California. I studied in Santa Cruz and I graduated with a degree in mathematics. Hooray! Out of all the subjects, it was math. Yes, everyone can do it. I was also a student parent during my college career, and I didn't stop school, so I was really happy about that. And the downside was that I had to take my kiddo to all my classes, which in turn actually got him a certificate as well. They gave him a tiny little certificate. They let him walk. We took pictures with the slug, who is our mascot. And it was a good achievement. He technically has a college degree. And I don't think anyone else can accept. Anyway, I'm also an avid gamer. I play tons of League of Legends, Apex, Valorant. I just started that last night. Pokemon, and I'm also hosting the esports club if anyone's interested in joining. That might be less playing for fun, more playing for like scholarships, money for your school, or if you just want to build a rep as a famous gamer. We will try to be playing competitively. Why is there ice cream? It's because I also love cooking. My mom is from Pakistan, so I learned how to cook a lot of ethnic food just from watching her. The biggest problem in learning how to cook for my mom was that all the spices were listed in Urdu, and so I had to eventually figure out what like haradanya meant oregano. Garam masala was not garam masala, it was paprika. And then there's actual garam masala. I also like to make crafty desserts. So I take a bunch of sweet things that can give you diabetes. I put them together and I make a diabetes in a cup. Here we have graham crackers, ice cream, strawberry sprinkled, chocolate syrup, and caramel all mixed in one. That is definitely not healthy for you. We have it for dessert. I also make smoothies, burgers, steaks. I love breakfast. I love dinner. Put it together. You get breakfast for dinner, so that's just a quick introduction about me. What you would be doing in class would be a lot of math involves imagination. And so that's one thing we also want to talk about. So math isn't just word problems. In fact, it's the wrong idea. Math is kind of more about observing nature and logic. And one of the skills we test for that logic is how well you can problem solve. So, and it doesn't have to be the form of numbers, that is like abstract. That is like if you went to art school and all you learned was how to draw a straight line and fill in a box. And they are the bare basics that can be applied to anything. And so for your first day in class, you would imagine that instead of going to school, you went fishing with your entire class, and then your boat broke, and you're stranded on a different island with three other people. You have to find a way off the island, and you're given your backpack, anything that you normally would have in your backpack. If you want to share, it's very unique. You can use it to survive. You have a laptop but no Wi-Fi. You have 4 college rule notebooks, a pair of safety scissors, curling ribbon, coffee cup, and a box of paper clips, and you would try to find a way off the island. You are also allowed to use anything you see in this image. So if you can reach another island, you might be able to find your other classmates, but you don't know which one they could be on. Or you can see some shrubbery. After that, we'll skip this for right now. This class is mainly aimed at supporting you guys. And so along with the rule of it in the syllabus, I wanted us to come together and create some rules for the classroom. I imagine you know yourself the best. You know what gets you to focus. You know what kind of environment works best in you. If you want a quiet environment, if you think shouting across the class to share ideas will be beneficial, then we can have a no hands policy. If just take 5 minutes, 600 seconds to come up with some rules. After that, we would have gone to Google Classroom and downloaded the syllabus, make sure everything, and as a group, because again, we'll be doing lots of group work, you want to make sure that you're there together. I would break you out into the different rooms and you all have to find Google Classroom. And hopefully that's not too difficult. The main way I do is I type in Google Classroom onto Google and go in here. And then from here, I just scroll on to whichever class we have. My default will probably always be Purple 2 Math, just because that is the smallest number I have. And what you want to do is go over to classwork, and you want to go down to the information tab to find, this is the digital agenda, but we want to just focus on our syllabus. And so you'd click on syllabus and download it. Once everyone has downloaded their syllabus, go ahead and open it. I think this is it. And so we originally get back here, but it should look, I'm gonna pause it right now because it seems like you're able to not see how I open things. Okay, so quick change of pace. I will show you what I will show later. So eventually we would download this app called Kami. Eventually, like you'd click on it. You're gonna wanna go from open from your computer. You can't see it, but I'm opening up the syllabus right now. And as a class, we would read together the syllabus. This would take up the bulk of the first lesson day. And after we're done reading it, I would originally give you a 5-minute break, but since we're not doing that, the next best thing is that we are going to learn how to write on PDFs. This is so that you can save paper. Let's go ahead and go back here. So you go ahead as a team, you want to find out how to get to your Google Classroom, you want to download the syllabus, make sure your team is all there, and then report back to the main room. And then we divide into sections, and the syllabus itself is divided into sections too. You'll have to each take turns. You can each read course description, another student will read course objectives, material, so on and so forth. If you reach an area that has a lot of words, just read one paragraph at a time. That's totally fine. This is 7 pages long. I will usually come around with me and my assistant. I have a different computer that I'm running. I'm not sure why it said something was posted. Nothing was posted. And we each read through the syllabus. We take a break. This is going to be how we'll type on our syllabus, and I'll show you how to do it here. But essentially, to write on syllabi, you'd have to go to Kami extension, and you'd want to download this for your computer. Once you download it, you'll be able to get this little icon, and you can kind of see from earlier that this will take you to a screen. I always click open from computer, but you can open a new blank page, Google Drive, and you want to open your syllabus. I believe exploration is the best way to learn things, so here I would let you have a little bit more freedom, and this just highlights the steps. Download Kami extension, open the Google Computer. You'd have your little syllabi here, so you go ahead and open that. And then your assignment with your group is that you want to write your name in, highlight the video permission slips, and define, essentially you want to become a Kami god. And it's like a little wordplay because God in Japanese is Kami. But yeah, I would want you guys to explore, try to find out if you can find all the stuff through Kami. But since we're doing it through the YouTube, we'll just do it together. Once you reach the bottom, you're going to want to write your name. And so first thing you want to do is go over to, I do believe it is it's always good to learn, text box. You'll want to use the text box function, and you can write your name here. My name is Mr. Ali. I want it to be slightly bigger, so I'll go ahead and do 24 font. Next, you'll also want to make your signature. I always draw my signature. And kind of get the idea. And I'll go ahead and insert this right there. So that'll be my signature. I want to go ahead and use the text box function to write the date. Today is August, I think it's August 10th. So 8/10/2020. And so slowly and surely we have our syllabus filling up. If you go back over here, and you will have access to all these slides, we also want to learn how to use the text highlighter. So you go to markup, text highlighter, and highlight general video permission slips. What this means is that you want to go over here to markup, and you want to use the text highlighter. And this is just so you remember to sign this. I want you guys to highlight that. And so now that's highlighted. So you can highlight things in PDF also. This one is going to be a killer one. This is what we'll be using a lot. I wonder if I can find an image for Control F. This is a tool that lets you find out how or where a word is. You're going to find Control F or Command F, depending if you're on a Mac. And what this does is if you go back to the syllabus and I gave you a word I purposely don't imagine everyone will know, if I press Control F, I can now search for that word on the toolbar, and I'm searching for ubiquitous. It's not a word I can spell. Let's see if I can find it here. Ubiquitous. Ubiquitously. And so we go ahead and we type that into find. And this will immediately show us where in the document. In this case, there's only one thing. And so we found the word ubiquitously. I want you guys to know how to use Control F. And then I would want you to use the comment function to find the definition. If you notice, you can actually use a definition key, go onto the highlighted word. So here I want to find ubiquitous, and it gives you the definition. I'm going to go ahead and copy it, use the comment key, and write a comment here that ubiquitously means present everywhere or found, present or appearing or found everywhere. Yeah, and so I'm going through it quickly, but this will help you out a lot if you want to save on paper for distance learning. And we're almost all done for the first day of class. So now that you know how to use Kami, we're going to be using it a lot to edit all our PDFs. We would go over our how to learn math, which is our first lesson in this class and what we'll be doing for the next 2 weeks. How to learn math is a classroom where it doesn't really matter how proficient you are at math. It's for everyone. And it combines new evidence with it combines scientific evidence research on how to learn math and apply it so that you're able to learn it efficiently and effectively. It's really a time game, and we'll go more into that. A lot of people have had negative experiences with math. I gave Teach Tech a survey, and I have found that overwhelmingly people have had negative experiences with math and they don't like it. They think it's static or it doesn't make sense. And so this class is meant to give you guys the tools to learn math. It will correct any misconceptions you think what math is, because honestly, we've been teaching it kind of wrong this whole time. And if you have any negative experiences, hopefully this can give you a new light. But before we started, I would just kind of show you these following images, and I would ask for your thoughts. And here I'm just trying to show you a few examples of where you would find math, stale math in nature. There's also live math, which I'll go over what it is. But here you can kind of see that we have a calendar. The second picture looks like a budget. Here, you might have a hard time figuring out what this is if you've never seen it before. I thought the background might give it away, but it's Minecraft. It's a popular video game, and there's what you wouldn't expect is that all the professional players or anyone who plays the game for a long period of time uses XYZ coordinates to get around everywhere, kind of like a map. There's a little Pokemon card game where even this for children, you can see that it involves doing calculations, and even when you go out to eat, wherever restaurant you're serving, they went ahead, they found the ideal price to pay for however much it costs to operate their store and lower it down to however much they're going to cost you. And I would have you go to this Padlet. I would write down the link in the chat so that you can write a word or two about where you think math is used in your daily life. And I will give a little cloud wordle in next week about it from Zipon. Near the end of the day, we'll go over what homework is. I don't assign homework. It is everything you don't finish in class. And here it is the asynchronous piece, which is I want you guys to go to Google Classroom and complete the survey, and do lesson 1 on the PDF using Kami. You can go ahead and I'll show you how to turn it in on Friday. And then something that's no longer relevant, go ahead and clean up. And I will end the video here, but I just want to show you what I mean by how to learn math. If you go over to your Google Classroom and you click on classwork, you will find a little section called how to learn math. And here, to complete lesson 1, you just need to first open up the Google Forms. This will be your survey. And so just click your email address, your name, and just if you like math, what you think about it, kind of give me a data sense for where everyone is in the class. You're going to use Kami, hopefully download right now, to complete the first worksheet. It should only take you at most, if the videos are like 5 minutes each, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 25 minutes, you sit down, you're done, you are free with my class. That should be pretty easy. But you must watch these 5 videos and then respond to these questions and you'll be able to turn them in. So I went ahead and opened this. I don't need this right now. Technical difficulties, but we'll figure out how to do this later. And you'll just use Kami to do your assignment. That's it for the first day. Hopefully that helps. I'll see everyone in class when I see you. Oh, so now you can probably see me now. So this is my little assistant over here. His name is Totally a Student version 1. He will be going around and helping everyone if you need help. All right, goodbye everyone.